Free life. That's what weekends are for. Yeah. Welcome to our practice. Just make sure you can't see. Elise. There we go. Okay. You okay? Yeah, that'll be a nice blooper on YouTube. That's okay. I think we were swearing last week. Okay, so let's get started. We will do our big sun salutations that we usually do and a few different versions of tree pose today. We're going to do fallen tree or toppled tree, tree down on the ground on our backs, and tree face down. Yeah, so this week is about the oh, I don't need this. You know, let's find ourselves up to the top. It's Monday. Thank you. It's Monday yoga. Exactly. We're all kind of like, it's Monday. Okay, let's find our way up to the top. So take a big breath in. And a big full forward fold. Let's get right into that flowing forward fold. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, dive forward. Pressing into the earth as you continue to flow through. Finding a small bend in our knees. And if you need a little extra love for your knees, bend your knees deeply and rest your belly on your thighs at the bottom. Last one, hold it down. We'll come halfway back up and flow through that a few times. Exhaling, folding, inhaling halfway up, exhaling, folding. On this next one, we can hop, step, or jump back to plank or chaturanga. And let's all push to child's pose. Take a little rest back in child's pose, stretch out your back. Flowing between child's pose and kneeling plank. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Let's practice some cup hands today to take some weight out of our wrists and strengthen our hands. Exhale back, stretching your chest. Inhale, coming forward, engaging the core. So you might feel a nicer stretch in your chest with those fingertips glued down. Last one. We'll hold it forward, go right down onto our bellies. Let's walk our hands out long. Inhale into the cobra extension. Rest the head. Bring the hands out wide. Come back up, breathe in. And bring it back down. Hands come underneath our shoulders. Let's press up into a reverse tricep. Push up and back to child's pose. You can choose to move up and right into downward facing dog if you'd like to. Start that pedal of the feet. Pressing down into the earth with both of our hands. Releasing tension in our neck, letting our head just hang out here. Right on. Inhaling now, you can go back to that child's pose, kneeling plank, or downward dog, full plank flow. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Or child's pose, kneeling plank. Wherever you are, moving at your own pace and with your breath. Last one. We'll hold in our plank, full or kneeling, and move down onto our forearms, full or kneeling. Oh, Shalene, you haven't been here for a couple of weeks. We've been adding in this core flow. We try to keep our hips facing the floor. Take our left hand out like a goalpost, but don't open up that left hip. Back to forearm plank, other side, goalpost, bring it down. Now our left foot goes out, and then our right foot goes out. So we're in a wide stance. Then we walk back in and in. And we'll do another side. Right hand goes out. Try not to open up that hip. Back down. Man, other side. Still not getting easier. Back down to our forearm plank. We'll walk our right foot out, left foot out. Keep our back sides down. Right foot in, left foot in. Walk the feet towards your elbows to dolphin pose. So here we are in our dolphin, and we'll warm up our shoulders even more. Now we look at our hands and shift forward, and then shift back to dolphin. So pushing forward and then pushing back. That chest is opening up towards your thighs. Shoulders nice and warm. Don't worry, we're giving them a break here in a minute. Last one, down to all fours and downward dog. Yeah, it's gonna get hot quick. We meet in our downward dog. We can look up at our hands, hop, step, or jump. And we've been practicing our 3 jumps, trying to hang up in the air as long as we can. Up, 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 until we get to forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in, oh, fold, breathe out. Chair pose, breathe in. Breathe out into mountain. All right, let's step our left foot back. Oh, these pants, left foot back. Turn our toes out towards those top edges and just a few, 1 moonflower and 1 sunflower. Let's warm up our hips now. We rise up, keep the chest up on the first one, and then hinge down. Bend our knees, whichever one we're doing. And time to close your eyes if that feels nice. Move at your own pace. Honor your body. Those hips warming up. Holding it down in goddess pose. So we're nice and wide. Let's widen across the chest. Think of the belly button coming in towards the spine. And lifting our left heel. Engage the pelvic floor. Bring the heel down. Other side. Let's flow side to side. We're nice and strong. And if you want to, both heels up and down. Almost there. Both feet go down. We'll straighten out our legs, turn our toes towards that long edge and hinge into a wide leg forward fold. Soften our knees, make sure we're not pressing them back. Breathe. So now if it feels okay for you, bringing your hands to face forward, but our forearms down towards the mat or onto blocks. And shifting that weight just slightly forward to strengthen up your shoulder girdle. So this is, oh man, that's really activating your transverse abdominals, like those muscles deep down got to hold you from falling forward. All right, let's TikTok those feet together. We'll step back up to the tops of our mats. Oh, sweep all the way up. Exhale. Give me some traction for your right wrist. Let's reach up. Find space. So it's like you're pulling, but you're pressing into the right foot. Tip over. Feel wonderful. And other side. Stretch. Tip. Warm up is finished. Time to move on to our sun salutations. Whenever we jump back, you can step back. Whenever chaturanga comes at you, feel free to just hold a plank, full or kneeling. All right up to the top. So those mats. Find some space between our feet. Sweep up, breathe in. Breathe out, dive into your fold. Halfway up, inhale. Fold again, breathe out. Let's do that one more time, actually. Halfway up, inhale. Hop, step, or jump back to plank or chaturanga. Up dog or cobra, or hold your plank. Downward facing dog. Right foot between the hands. 1 lunge. Breathe in, come up. Breathe out, back to chaturanga or plank. Hold or flow into your up dog. Meet back in downward facing dog. Left foot between the hands. 1 lunge. Rise up. Back knee strong. Exhale, chaturanga or plank. Hold or flow. Meet back in downward dog. Hop, step, or jump. 1 time, 2 or 3 jumps. Halfway up, inhale. Fold, breathe out. Oh, chair, breathe in. Breathe out, rise up into mountain. And again, inhale, reach up. Exhale, dive and fold. Halfway lift. Hop, step, or jump back to plank or chaturanga. Hold or flow, up dog and down dog. Left foot between the hands, 1 lunge or back, quads nice and strong. Chaturanga or plank, breathe out. Up dog or cobra. Meet back and down dog. Right foot up between the hands. Find your lunge, that core lifts you. Right back, plank or chaturanga. Hold or flow. Meet back in downward dog. Take your time. Hop, step, or jump up between the hands or float up there. I'm not sure what that means, but that's a cue. Halfway up. Fold again. Chair pose, breathe in. Chest is proud, knees are bent. Rising up. 2 more. Inhale, sweep. Exhale, dive. Halfway up. Fold. 1 more time, halfway up. Hop, step, or jump. Back to plank or chaturanga. Hold or flow. Downward dog. Right foot up between the hands. Rise up into 1 lunge. Breathe in. Breathe out. Downward facing dog. See if those eyes will let you close them. Flow or rest. Meet it down dog. Right foot between the hands. 1 lunge. Take your time. Maybe the eyes close. Back to chaturanga or plank. Hold or flow. Oof. Back to down dog. Hop, step, or jump. Look where you're going to plant your feet. Halfway lift. Fold. Chair. Breathe in. Breathe out, mountain. We've got 1 more. Sweep and dive. Halfway up. Hop, step, or jump back. Hold or flow. Meet in down dog. Left foot between the hands. Find your lunge. Back to downward dog. I'm sorry, chaturanga or plank. Hold or flow. Meet in down dog. Right foot up. Find your lunge. Back to chaturanga or plank. You're almost there. This last round. Hold or flow. Hop, step, or jump. We go halfway up. Fold. Chair. Breathe in. Breathe out. Stand up in the mountain. There, our sun salutations are done. Adjust the clothes. Grab a drink. All right. Let's take our right foot up to the tops of our mat. Left foot back. All right. So we're going to try that. We did something fun last week. We're going to try that one again today. But this is just a warm up to get into it. We come into our lunge and drop that back heel down. Bring our hands to the inside of this knee and walk the foot out a little. So our left hip flexor is shifting towards the mat. You can come down onto your forearms into lizard. Or if you want to, walk your foot out a little bit and roll it out onto the outside of that foot. But if you're taking care of your knee ligaments, keep it in. Lizard. Now with your right hand, walk it back and try to make a little shelf. So we're working towards that one of these days, that shelf. And if it feels okay, walk your toes out until they leave the ground. And now you're hanging out here using that shelf of your arm. Yes, great job. Okay, walk it back in. Hurry, get it in. Bring it back up. We'll tuck the back toes onto the mat. Push back to downward facing dog. Let's come into a forearm plank on an inhale. Come on down, exhale. We'll go around the world a little bit quicker this time. Right hand out, in. Left hand out, in. Now the feet go out, out, in. Stay with that walk on the hips with the feet out, out, in. Trying to keep from rocking. All right, hold our forearm plank. Walk the feet towards the elbows, dolphin. If you want to rest your head in your hands, you can. And try to move into our forearm stand. Now that's not part of my practice. I'm still working on lifting my feet up. So you walk your feet as close as you can towards your elbows, and then maybe bring one foot up off the mat. Maybe the other. Oh boy. Walk it back. Push it up to downward dog. It's a fast flower today. Look up between the hands and bring the left foot up between them. We rise up into our lunge. Sink into it. So our back heel's high, that kneecap facing the floor or towards the long, short edge of your mat. And then we come down. Our hands come to the inside of this foot, and you might want to walk it further as you bring your hip flexor down towards the mat. Into our lizard pose. Forearms down, or maybe just one forearm down. You can walk that foot out and roll onto the outside of the foot, only if that feels okay for your hip or your knee. We'll keep our core engaged, maybe looking at our hands. If the foot is out, bring it back in and take the left hand back. Try to create that shelf. So our left elbow must bend to create a shelf on our tricep. And then we can walk our left foot a little bit longer until maybe that foot leaves the ground. We won't even try to lift our back knee today. Walk it back in. Press it up back to downward facing dog. Let the head be heavy, let it hang here. Take a little rest. Let go of any competition. Nod your head yes to listening to your body today. 3 jumps up between the hands. 1, 2, 3. Halfway up, inhale and fold, exhale. Chair pose, breathe in. Exhale to mountain. All right, let's do tree. And if you have time at the end of class, I'd like to do a pose. For International Women's Day tomorrow, break the bias, hashtag break the bias. We'll do a pose for that today, if you want. Before I forget, right foot out. We'll take our hands out for more balance for our tree. Bring that foot in. Well, we're rooting into the earth, what we're growing and lengthening towards the sun. So tree pose, the palms are together up at the top where they're at your heart. If your hands are out wide, believe it or not, this is called volcano. And this one is tree. So choose what feels best for you. You're taking care of your neck or something isn't feeling good in your upper back, bring your hands to your heart. Breathe. So toppled tree. We often topple in our tree pose anyway, so we get to do it on purpose today. We'll bring the knee forward. And as we hinge, we try to lift that foot up. And we're hinging, but we're not going all the way down. We're just going about 3/4 of the way to the mat. Forward fold, exhale. Let the head hang, halfway lift, breathe in. Fold, breathe out. Sweep all the way up. Let's keep our hands up and go into tree with our hands up at first. Soften the right knee and bring it in. So you can check in with where you want to put that foot. Just try not to press on the knee. Either here or in your volcano arms. Breathe. Bring the knee around. Our hands can go to heart. And as we start to topple, that foot goes back, it goes up. Take your time. 3 to 5 breaths and then forward fold. No rush. Amazing job. See, we're really good at toppling tree. Halfway up, we'll breathe in. Hop, step, or jump back to plank or chaturanga. Hold or flow into an up dog or a cobra, or hold your plank. Wonderful. We'll meet in plank pose. Holding, holding, breathing, and breathing. And then drop the knees down. We'll take a seat. All right, so we did this one last week. It's kind of fun. Try to squeeze as many as we can in. So your option, if you don't want to do this one for me today, if you're working hard on your crow pose, then you go into your crow. Try your crows. If you want to try this one, it starts with tortoise, which is here. So that's a layer one. You can stay there as long as you want to, just loosening up your hips. You can flow side to side. Something you could do at home. Or we come up. Let's put our right leg on, kind of like a backpack strap. Remember that shelf? Oh, gee. Remember this one?
I might have blocked it.
You blocked it out. Our left foot's got to go on top of the right. So you can stay here or take this hand off. So the key is to create that shelf. We lean forward and reach our feet out, maybe into this pose. So there's that shelf that we practiced earlier. It's fun. It's once you get that, pull those feet out, your body just remembers. Good balance, and then we'll try it on the other side. We'll get there.
That's a good step one.
That's good step one. Yeah, rest, relax. Maybe tortoise again. So see how that feels and just flow. That's going to loosen things up. Or you can try. Now the left one comes up. So I just wanted to show you when I do come forward, I'm switching this. So it's no longer like this. It's like this. Just like we practiced. Opposite foot goes on top. Whew. And then you start to shift forward. So reach the legs out. So I've got a shelf under this leg, and I've got this arm kind of hugged in like that tricep push-up. Working towards that one. Okay, back to your tortoise. Reach it forward. Take your thumbs, reach back. There, now we're right in our little tortoise shell. Reach your head forward a little bit. Lots of hip happening work. Bring the hands forward. Goes by so quick. We'll walk it on up. So I wanted to show you prone tree. So just like it sounds, it's prone towards the floor. Tree pose. So remember how we have our foot coming up?
Is it like pigeon but further back?
Yeah, kind of. So it's this, only I'm laying on my stomach. I guess I'm blending in with my mat. Oh. So that doesn't feel good. You could bring your foot more to 90. It doesn't feel like it's good to have your foot on your the inside of your leg. It's definitely Monday. It's about 10 breaths here, and then we'll switch to the other side for this hip opener. If there's any goalies out there, this is a good stretch for goalies.
So are you trying to get both hip bones down?
Yeah, you're stretching your inner thigh. I mean, it's pretty hard to get the back flat. We'll do both sides, and maybe we will try frog pose. That's a big one. Let's bring it in. Straighten that leg. Might need to push onto one side. Try our tree on the other side, supine tree. Oh, make any adjustments you need to feel good. Oh man, might feel different on one side compared to the other.
Exercise room closed.
Oh, goody. All right, let's bring it up and I'll show you frog pose. So frog pose. You may need to move sideways on your mat. Like so. Coming down here. Oh, this one's tough.
I hate frog.
Yeah, the inside. I don't. You know what? We don't do frog. I mean, very rarely, just because it is for me super uncomfortable. Try to get the insides of your feet on the mat.
Although it doesn't hurt as much as it used to, so maybe.
Maybe we're loosening up a little bit. All that work we did. Okay, walk it in. You know, so the thing you can do so it doesn't hurt your knees is if you're on your mat this way, right? You roll up.
Yeah.
This, ooh, like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we've got a lot of opening. And we've got one more supine tree. So we roll onto our backs. And this is kind of fun for you because you don't have to worry about balancing. So you can walk your foot up as high as you want to on your leg. See where you can get it to place. And again, it doesn't have to touch your leg. I do also notice that in our standing tree, a lot of the times it can really depend on our clothing we're wearing and how slippery it is and where we can put our foot. And that's okay, let go of that. We'll draw that knee that's out now back up towards the sky and then lift the foot up. So we're moving into our twist, but we want to go to a 90 degree in that knee and then draw it across the body. Anchor our shoulder blades back towards Mother Earth. And that chest can be shining up towards the sun or the corner of the room. Being nice. Great work, everyone. We'll bring it around and do our supine tree on the other side. Lengthen the back of your neck a little bit, extend the left leg, take the right foot up and then out, the knee out to the side. And just see where you can bring it on that side. Breathe. Soften the jaw. Release tension in your right cheek of your face and then the left. The space between our eyebrows and our eyeballs. Drawing the foot all the way or the knee up towards the ceiling, the foot off the mat and then across the body for our twist. Adjusting as you need to feel good. Widening across our chest. Feeling a gentle stretch in our back. Imagine your intestines getting a nice massage. Feel the energy flowing through them easily. And finally, let's draw both of our knees into our chest. Take a little rock side to side. And we'll stretch our legs out long. We've got about 1 minute left for a quick relaxation. So stretch if you need to, add another pose if you want to, or move into a Shavasana. Allow the weight of your body, even if it's only for a minute, to let go. Feel supported by the earth, by the air, by the water, by the wind, by the soil. Feel that support. A few quotes to end our practice today. The first one, Mahatma Gandhi. I regard myself as a soldier, though a soldier of peace. Actually, by the same person, The earth provides enough for everyone's needs, but not enough for any one man's greed. If you're not in a rush, you can stay in your Shavasana a little longer, or you can start to come out, wiggle your fingers and your toes. Move our head side to side. Roll over onto one side and make our way to our easy seated position. Wonderful. So if you guys don't mind, let's take a big breath up. Inhale. Of course you don't mind. Hands come to our heart. Breathe out. One more big breath. Let's inhale some peace. Exhale, send that same feeling out into the world. Feels okay. We'll take a bow towards the earth. Namaste. Wonderful. So who's up for a International Women's Day pose? Yeah, we can do it all together with our masks on, or we could do